So yes, as I explained on my last video, I was immediately going to shoot this because I'm having fun with makeup. So we're going to attempt to recreate my wedding look, my wedding makeup. I'm not doing foundation. I wore foundation on my wedding. I'm not doing it because I honestly don't fucking own any. So we're going to use a couple different palettes to get the desired effect. If I can see half of these. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. I am looking for a specific shade. I know I have it. There it is. Okay. So we are going to be working with my Morphe 3503 palette, my Morphe 35V palette, and my Morphe 35I palette. So we are going in with my 35I palette first. We are going in with Secret Escape, which is my favorite base shade. Actually, I lied, because I want to try to do this as close as I can. We're going to go with Get Fresh, which is this nice little peach transition shade. It's really pretty. It's really subtle. So I got married on September 4th, 2014. It was a beautiful day. Oh my goodness. So the day before the wedding at rehearsal, we had an outdoor wedding. It was at a cute little park with a little gazebo. It was adorable. It was really pretty. But the day before, we're going to take the floof, load that guy up, and we're going to just put that on the crease and everywhere just to get a good base. But it was raining and muddy. And I was terrified because my shoes were all muddy, my pants were wet. I was like, this bitch is going to be so pissed. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded if it rained on my wedding. But the next day I woke up and it was absolutely beautiful outside. It was gorgeous. I could not have been upset at all with the weather. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. No other words can describe it. I had a decently large bridal party I had a small wedding, but I had a total of 12 people, 6 bridesmaids and 6 groomsmen. And then because I couldn't decide on my maid of honor, I decided to have 2 because I'm like, this is my wedding. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. And I did too. Granted, one of my maid of honor, we're still friends. We barely talk anymore, but we're still friends. At least I consider you still a friend, Marlene. I love you. I miss you. I'm bad at communication. But I think the day before my wedding, she had dislocated her knee, so she was out. And I was like, no, you're holding my rings. So it's all good. We got to figure it out. No biggie. We are going in, I'd like to know the names of these. Private Potty, which is this nice copper. Actually, I lied. I'm not feeling that one. That's what I'm feeling. We're going with Island Life, which is this metallic, literally gold. Almost said rose gold for some reason. We're going to take my floofer brush, and we're going to load that up. And this is going in the crease. But I could not have asked for a more perfect day than my wedding day. It was absolutely amazing. I am sweating. The food was good. The guests were great. I had no issues. Okay, I lied. I did have one issue, but I mean, it is what it is. So my mother-in-law had a guy friend at the time. I think they were just friends. I don't remember. But he was a limo driver. And his wedding gift was going to be to give me and my husband a limo ride to our hotel where we were having our honeymoon. We're at the wedding. We're still at the wedding. Guests are leaving, mind you. And we're still there waiting for this limo. And all of a sudden my mother-in-law comes out and she's like, yeah, he's not coming. And I'm like, that's cool. I left my car at the hotel, so I don't know how I'm getting there. Because we had it all planned out. I dropped off my car at the hotel. That way it was there. We were just to go over and just check in and go have fun. That's what it was supposed to be. So it was a small speed bump. It's all good though. We got to our destination. There is a hotel in Coeur d'Alene called the Bennett Bay Inn. If you've heard about it, comment down below because it is a fantastic hotel. I definitely recommend it if you are a couple that just needs to get away. It's cheap, it's really inexpensive, it's super private, the rooms are completely soundproof. Don't ask how I know that. They all have hot tubs. It's the best. Oh my goodness. Each room has its own theme, which I really enjoyed. So on our wedding night, we stayed in the Hawaii themed room. Oh, it was so great. I always dreamed about having my honeymoon in Hawaii. Couldn't afford that for this endeavor, and that's okay. So we instead did what we could with what we had. But my dress, I still have. I refuse to get rid of it. I will never get rid of my wedding dress. If I have a daughter, it will go to her if she would like it. If she would. If she doesn't, that's cool, no beef. But if she would like it, she can happily have it. So future daughter of mine, if you see this, when you get married, I got you. We're going to go in with Power Play, which is this light green. We're going to take my eyeshadow brush. We're going to... I forgot setting spray. I'm going to spritz that mofo. And we're going to put that all over the lid. I did my makeup really differently back then. Oh. If I had blonde hair, I probably would start crying and be like, oh my god, I look like I did on my wedding day. But not gonna lie though, I did have a budget for my wedding. I think the most expensive thing for the wedding was the honeymoon, and the honeymoon was $400 for the amount of time that we stayed. My dress was $100, which I didn't actually go for the cheapest dress. It just coincidentally happened to be that inexpensive. I saw it on the rack and I was like, that is my dress. Immediately, I was like, I need that on my body. I hadn't even looked at too many dress shops yet, and I was like, this is it. And it honestly, it's still my dress. It is still my dream dress. It could probably use a couple extra alterations just to make it absolutely on fleek. But as it is, be still my heart. It's gorgeous. All right. That is not the palette I was looking for. This is the palette I was looking for. But we're gonna go in with Tantalizing, which is this metallic black. Just get a little bit on that brush. So I bought a makeup set, not like, well, like one of the little multi eyeshadow packs. It was a set of 4, and it had my wedding shades in it. That's what I am trying to go off of without removing the makeup. Help! I didn't want to like super pack it, but I guess I have to. There we go. But I made all the food at my wedding. We had, what did we have? We had clam chowder. I make a beastly clam chowder. Oh my god. It's so good. So good. We're going back in with Power Play, that green shade. We're just going to put that on the brush, and we're just going to blend it over just a little bit. perf. And then just to kind of get that perfect green shade, I'm going in with Starlit, which is this grayish green. And we're just gonna mix that in there. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It's doing exactly what I want it to. But how old was I? We got married when we were 20, so I couldn't have any alcohol at the wedding. My husband was still on probation as well, so even if we were adults, we couldn't have alcohol anyways. But you know, hey, that's what the vow renewal's for. Yes. My husband's not a big fan on the vow renewal. I will break him one day. I will freaking break him, because it's gonna happen. Babe, it's gonna happen. We're getting remarried. At some point in our lives, it is gonna happen. And what am I looking for? I need, that's what it is. We are going in with, oh, you wild thing? No, we're going in with Spice, which is this nice terracotta brown on my little mini floof. And we're just gonna put that on the under eye. When I got married, I actually used to, well, back in the old days of when I did my makeup, I would actually use eyeshadow pencils. Or not eyeshadow pencils, but eye pencils. It seems so long ago now. Now it's like eyeshadow for the win. All right. And then the only thing that's left is a little bit of eyeliner. My trusty Revlon Color Stay Skinny in the shade, couldn't tell you, brown. Give me 1 sec. We're gonna put this wing on. But I try to make it a tradition every year for me and my husband to do pictures on our anniversary. And then one day, someday, doing the other eye real quick. There we go. That is my wedding look. Ah, hold on. It's not the exact shade of lipstick, but it's close. There we go. Oh, look at that. Goodness gracious. Yes. Oh, what else about my wedding? My husband's vows made me cry. I didn't make him cry with mine, but that's okay. I wasn't like my plan or anything. We had one of our best friends get ordained. I got him ordained, and he actually married us. I didn't really want to have a church-style wedding because it wasn't really my thing at the time. So I was like, hey, you're one of our best friends. Would you be okay doing this? And he was completely happy to do it. I was so happy. It was amazing. I think it only costed like $30 to get him ordained too, so it was dirt cheap. But there you have it. That is my wedding look. I love you guys. Have fun today.